This one's for more of the attacking players like strikers, cams, wingers, and I'm going to teach you today how to score more effectively with your shots. And if you have a friend, you can practice on like some crossing scenarios, which can help you be more efficient on like your first touch shooting. As he crosses the ball and you just have to finish, like maybe on the ground, and you just have to finish first time and just aim for the bottom corners, which is what I'm going to be teaching how to do today. The main focus point is just to aim for the bottom corners, as it's much more of a chance of you scoring from hitting the bottom corners than if you just try and aim for the top corners all the time. You just have to be simple. You don't have to smash it that hard. Just scoring a lot of goals as a striker and stuff is more just about accuracy. Like if you look at players like Harry Kane, you can watch them. They just, and like Holland, they use, most of the time there are situations where you can hit it hard, but most of the time it's just simple finishes that they're just in the right position for. And if you see them a lot of time, they aren't smashing, aiming for the top bins. They're usually aiming just for bottom corners. So the first one we're going to do is, if you're cutting in, this could be a winger or just honestly anywhere if you're going through. And once you cut in, if you're around in like the 18-yard box and you have like a good if it's just like you versus a keeper, and you don't have to aim for the top corners all the time, as it's a lot easier to miss those and sky those if you get too much under it. And so if you aim for the bottom corners, if you end up hitting it, if you end up getting under it too much and you hit it over, then it still has a lot more of a potential of going in, as if you get under it when you're aiming for the bottom corners, it still has the rest of the net to aim for. And as you're cutting in, so let's say if I'm on the left wing and I cut in, if there's a lot of people, then sure, you can aim for the top corners, as these will be a lot more easy to block. But if you're just with the keeper, as you cut in, you want to get over the ball and stay over it, and you want to most of the time use the inside of your foot, and you can just find the corner. This space depends on where the keeper is. Like if he's showing you like your near post is open, then you can just go to the near post and just try and bend it low to the corner. Or you can, as the keeper is rushing out, you can just try and aim it and slot it into the far corner. So if you have another person, you can also use them as a keeper to actually practice, but I don't. So I'm just going to practice cutting in and just placing it in the bottom corner. There I got over the ball, and I just basically just passed it into the corner. Like if you're through on a breakaway, those are the goals that you're most likely to score. You don't have to smash them top ins. You just have to stay calm and just put them in the corners. You have to learn when to use each shot in different scenarios, but for this one it's more obviously just like if there isn't many people and then you're just like through like on a breakaway, let's say for the keeper, or you're just from close range. So like if you go from more close range, then it goes like this. I'm going to show you how to do is a chip shot, and that's if you have a lot of time, let's say on a breakaway or something, and then the keeper starts to rush out. And this one you definitely have to practice before you just try to do it in a game, because it's easy to just like get like over top of it too much, and then you just end up just like fluffing it, and then it's easy to miss, and then also to just not get the right like loft on it to lift it over the keeper. And it's basically just like a lifted shot. So as you're going, you don't want to just flick it up like that. I like to try and like chip it a little bit, so it's like if you play golf or anything like that, it's like using like you can think of it kind of like golf. Like if you use like want to like you like a sandwich or something, or just as you're trying to swing, you hit under the ball, which gives it like the loft up. Like we're not going to scoop it because that's not game realistic. You just want to do a little chip like that. And I like to use like my laces, maybe like my laces inside of the foot area, like just like in between, and then just chip it like that. And you also still want to focus on your accuracy, because it's a lot easier to just hit it wide or anything like that. So you just want to go, and then you just dig under it, and you just like chop. You just like chop the ground, and then it should end up giving like a little chip like this. So you can imagine it if the keeper's running out of you, and if he's coming out of his net towards you, and there is like quite a big gap. You can definitely use this. It doesn't have to be too high necessarily all the time. You can act like you're going to shoot for the bottom corner so he stretches out, and you just do a little dink over him, and it can go like this. You want to make sure not to use the inside of your foot too much, because then you end up wrapping around it, and it's a lot harder to get that chip effect if you're using like more of your inside of your foot, as it's like a wider, and then like if you use like your laces kind of, or like maybe just a little bit of the inside of the foot but towards like your laces, like around like your big toe-ish, and you hit the ball there, then it's a lot easier because it's a lot more narrow, which gives you a better opportunity of being able to get fully under it, which will go like this. It's like you have to go quick, like if the keeper's running out of me, you just do like a little chip like that over the keeper. So those are the two finishes I taught you today: the chip shot, and then the inside the foot, like low on the ground, maybe like a low driven shot. And if you can watch a lot of strikers, I recommend watching maybe Harry Kane and then Erling Haaland on how they usually finish, and you can get a grip for that if you're a striker. And I recommend the one you should be focusing more on is the inside of the foot, or just the low putting in the corners, as the placement's a lot more key, and this one is on for a lot more situations than the chip shot is, and you can use it a lot more.